All right, it is MTG Next Door, the second sloppiest channel of Magic on YouTube because Stitch now has like massive production value on his opening. Mr. A is convalescing today as he had to interface with the American healthcare system. He may actually text in because he's actually watching this, or he might just go pass out. We're not sure.
Will his texts appear on screen?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It'd be hilarious if they did.
Mr. Pink, type something just in case.
Yeah, indeed. So on the left, you got Doc playing a brand new deck, Nisa of Shadowed Bowels with Regrowth. And at your right, you've got Stitch playing Ren and 6 with Cultivate. This is his Chaos deck. I forgot. What did you roll, Stitch?
I didn't roll at all.
Oh, well, I rolled an 8. So
I rolled a 5. So
okay, so it looks like I'm going first. I had to mulligan 1. So
up and at them.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's see how we behave when we don't have to join forces to defeat a common enemy.
Fair enough. So I'm going to play an Overgrown Tomb. I'm going to get shocked from that. I'm going to tap for green. Watch this. Look at what I bought.
Oh no! Oh, let's see how fast you empty your hand.
Yeah, it's going to happen fast here. Then I'm going to, for my second land, play a Fabled Passage. I'm going to tap it to go and sack it to go get a swamp.
Look at the money on the board already.
I know, right?
Jeez.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Fabled Passage comes from you, but thanks.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, that's your Fabled Passage that you gave me.
Oh,
I should say we traded.
Yeah, probably.
That was the Massacre Worm trade. That was what you.
Oh yeah. Well worth it, even though I've not got to play that Massacre Worm a single time.
I almost put the Massacre Worm in this deck. I almost did. It was between that and a different card that I put in, but Massacre Worm might actually be a better fit.
I'm gonna get killed here, dude.
Anyway, pass the turn.
All right, we'll draw for turn. Oh, he gets a land. He gambled and he won. Let's see. I'll play Wooded Foothills. And then I'll sack that to go get. Oh, this is going to hurt. I don't think I put any duels in this deck.
Oh, man.
Well, there's a reason. Yeah, I got to do this. So Stomping Ground. And so that's going to burn me for 3 total.
I just realized you played Wooded Foothills. Nice.
Yeah, that's the Zendikar Rising box topper that I shouldn't care about, but this is a pretty one. So I'm going to cast Birds of Paradise.
Oh.
Done.
All right. So I bought a Morphic Pool, and I bought a Zendikar Rising box topper Morphic Pool.
Oh, no.
The guy sends it, draw for turn.
Right.
The guy sends it to me with a wrapped in like an advertisement for a local roofer. And it's like in, like a hard plastic case, but part of it was hanging out and the corner got a little bit bent. And I was like, look, we are middle-aged men playing a game designed for 13-year-olds and at least have some professionalism here. And like, come on, dude, come on.
Did you let it go or did you complain?
No, I'm going to let it go because I was able to like kind of straighten it a little bit. And I think nobody would notice it except me,
Yeah, same.
It was like, that was a $16 card, dude. Like,
yeah, and you expect it to be at least cardboarded up and sealed. And
yeah, or at the very least, like make sure you put it all the way in and then tape it so it stays in.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is what we do on this channel when Mr. Pink's not here. We complain about card quality.
Yeah. So speaking of card quality, do notice we are also playing on theme full art lands. All right. Get ready to watch some craziness. So I'm going to play. I'm gonna
stomped, man.
Well, if we could edit so it says he's ramping, that's what's about to happen. So I'm gonna pay 3 to play my Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, okay.
That I bought when they were $10, which was such a smart buy. And then for my second land per turn, I'm going to cast a Fabled Passage out of my graveyard, crack it, go and get a, I think we'll go get a swamp this turn.
2 turns, 4 mana. I believe I'll have you beat next turn.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to turn it up if I live long enough. And I'm not calling turn it up like you're going to suffer. I'm going to turn it up like I'm going to make things crazy.
All right. Now I control 4 or more land, so I untap this. But I have nothing else to play this turn, so I will pass turn.
All right. Draw for turn. Oh, yeah. Man, I wish you were. I tweaked this deck up because you've been on a counterspell kick lately, and I don't think that's going to work. Let's go play a snow-covered forest. Tap for 3. Play Kodama's Reach.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So we'll get 2 basics. What am I needing here? Next turn we got that. So 1 basic, 2 basics. That'll go to my hand. That's tapped. Passes turn.
All right.
I'm shuffling off screen just because it's easier that way. Wow.
Turn. Oh man. All right.
How many cards in hand at this point?
I got 3 right now.
Okay, let's because that's the problem with enchantments like that is they run out quick.
Yeah.
But with Crucible Worlds in play, who cares? Just start fetching.
Yep. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to do Crucible of Worlds twice. I'm going to go get a forest and a swamp, and then I'm going to think about life choices for a second.
Okay. Oh, you're doing Fabled Passage twice.
Yep.
Okay, hold up. That does count for both your land drops this turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, when you've got what's that enchantment called? Evolution?
Exploration.
Exploration. When you have that in Crucible Worlds in play, I mean, I'm about to make you really happy next turn. Well, no, whoa, hold on. You Fabled Passage twice. Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah. See, it's getting confusing for me already.
Yeah.
So those are into play.
They each come in tapped, and then because I have 4 or more lands, they're now untapped.
Gotcha.
And actually, I just probably should have played this hand differently, but oh well. So green, black, 1, 2. Cast Nisa. Let me get a die for her. Comes in with 4. I'm going to take her up to 5. I'm going to make this forest a 3/3 elemental creature with haste and menace. I'm going to send this 3/3 elemental land at you.
All right. This should be a quick game.
Yep. And that's it. Pass turn. The card I bottomed was what was it? It was the Crawling Barrens from Zendikar Rising, which if I had right now means I could like make it big and nasty. But oh well.
Let's see how long I could stay alive here. Well, I got 1 dead card in hand.
Ooh, Mr. A wants to say something.
What's up?
Well, we were discussing the new name of regrowth, but I think the medicine is affecting him. He says new name, and he says Latits now. I think he's
Oh, drugs.
Indeed. I don't know if that went in the recording, if the recording could actually see that, but yeah.
Okay. Stark of Wrath.
Oh, there we go.
So tap to destroy artifact or creature, and then the other player gets control. Uh, 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 yeah, that's my turn.
He says, no, no, not in the R's.
Yeah, it's coming up on screen. I just don't know if anybody's be able to see him once.
Yeah. I suspect probably not, but we'll see. All right, draw for turn.
How many cards in hand?
I have 4.
Oh boy.
You're making me feel like I should like empty my hand right now. All right, so black and 1, then a black and 1, 2 to play Skyclave Shade. Notice the pretty art.
No idea.
I kicked it, so it comes in with 2+1/+1 counters on it.
What does it say? What, can you read it to me?
Oh, sure. Skyclave Shade can't block. If it was kicked, it enters with 2+1/+1 counters on it. And then landfall, whenever a land enters the battlefield, if it's in my graveyard and it's my turn, I can cast it from my graveyard.
Okay.
So he's got 2+1/+1 counters on him. I'm going to do the fun trick with Crucible of Worlds and Exploration to go get 2 more basic lands.
Yep.
So I usually milled more into my graveyard early in the game than I have here. It's 1 land.
So you got the nut draw with Crucible and Exploration.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, I need to. This is gonna run off here."
Yeah, I don't think I have a chance.
All right. So 2 lands come into play, which gets Nisa up to 7.
Don't think too hard, dude.
Yeah, I know you're just going to destroy my Crucible of Worlds next turn, but that's okay.
It all depends. I mean, because I just want to see how long I could last.
I'm going to take Nisa up to 8. I'm going to turn this forest into a 3/3 elemental coming at your face.
16.
All right, pass turn.
Yeah, I got 2 dead cards in hand. Ugh. Okay, we'll draw. I mean, we'll play a land.
Apparently, Mr. A says that you are a disappointment to the Empire.
Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see about that. We'll shoot the Crucible.
Yeah, of course.
Which way are you, on left or right of me?
I am to your left. Yeah, that works.
Okay, so that's yours. I'll turn it upside down.
Cool.
And now I will ruin the game.
Excellent.
I think I will. Probably. Where are you, camera? Grip of Chaos. Enchantment. Whenever a spell or ability is put onto the stack, reselect its target at random if it has a single target.
Okay.
So when you animate your land, we get to pick which land becomes a 3/3 creature at random of all the lands.
Gotcha.
Because it says target land.
I see.
I'm not sure if that screws up anything else on your board. Anything that's an activated ability or
No, I got no other activated abilities here.
yeah. So if you animate a land, we get to pick from all the lands. Oh, that taps you out too. Okay, I passed.
Cool. What's the CMC on that?
6. I barely had it with birds.
All right, draw for turn.
I don't know what you couldn't cast. If you're playing things bigger than 8, then you're playing Eldrazi, pretty much.
I mean, the problem is like usually when I'd play tested this, like I had something out early that was allowing me to like mill into my graveyard. And like, so it was like, it's a combo like landfall, mill into graveyard. And I hit the landfall like, whoa here,
Yeah.
but I have not hit the graveyard mill part here. So
Well, at 16 life, I'm really worried for you.
I know, right? I'm sure, you know, you're playing the world's tiniest violin here for me.
I mean,
All right.
I told you already when we started this. This is a deck that was meant to entertain Mr. Pink
Yeah.
and do nothing else.
All right, so for my 2 lands, I'm going to play the Terramorphic Expanse and Evolving Wilds I've been holding.
Wow. That gives you 2 cards in hand?
Yep, that is correct. I've got 2 cards in hand. So that's going to take Nisa to 10. I'm going to crack those to go get whatever basic lands I still happen to have in this deck. There's a forest. That'll take her to 11.
I always forget about exploration. Because it's always angered me when I played it in like, I think the last time I played exploration, we drafted it at work. It was in a draft set. It was in a set we drafted at work, and it angered me. So I just stopped using it. But yeah,
Yeah.
with if I was running Ren in 6 the way it should be run, I even forgot he was up there. Exploration should be in that deck.
Yep. So fun fact, I don't have any more basic land in this deck. Well, that was fun. All right. So okay, so I can tap Stark, correct?
What are you asking? You can tap
Oh,
it to attack.
so I can tap him and kill something, right? But then
No.
your
No.
other thing, but then your other thing will get it,
If
make
you
it.
tap that to target a creature, it reselects his target at random among the available targets.
I gotcha. Okay,
Go ahead. That'll
that
be fun.
that makes sense. All right, so here's what we're gonna do then. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, there's only 3 targets, and Stark actually can target. He becomes a target as well.
Yeah. So I'm going to play 6 to cast Finality. Now, does that mean you get to redirect?
Okay, which one are you doing? Both of
Hold
them?
on. Yeah, so I guess I should ask a question before I pass this. It's a spell or activated ability. Is that what it says?
Whenever a spell or ability is put onto the stack, reselect its target for random. So abilities are any planeswalker ability, anything with a colon, right? And then
Yeah.
a spell, it has to say, well, if a spell is put on a stack and it has a target, it's
Yeah.
reselected at random.
Gotcha. And it's reselected among. So if it says a creature I control, would that mean a creature then you control? Or
So which part of this? Well, just show the spell. I mean, we're the sloppiest channel on YouTube
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, we're casting Finality here.
Okay, so you may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature you control. Then all creatures get -4/-4 until end of turn. It doesn't target. Well, yeah. It's not targeting a creature, is it?
I mean, it's a May, but I would target the Skyclave Shade.
Yeah.
But I guess if you can choose to reselect it, then you would probably reselect to do nothing, right?
Hold on. What's going to be easier is if I just go to Gatherer and read the updated uh, text. Or if our level 1 judge wants to chime in, if he's still awake, I'm still going to read what. Okay. Okay. Whenever
He says no target.
Yeah, so here's the updated errata. Whenever a spell or ability is put onto the stack, if it has a single target, reselect the target at random. So it does not. So basically, the ability triggers when a spell or ability is put on the stack and the target changing ability itself goes on the stack. This means that the spell or ability keeps its original target until the. Okay, this is just rules from 2004 that are no longer in existence. Yeah, so it's hard to say. Like, I don't think you're targeting the creature since the word target is on the other side of the card. They knew about the word target, right?
Yeah.
So I think it happens, and then all creatures get -4/-4.
So I do get to put 2 counters on, or I don't?
Yeah, I would say so. Mr. Pink, if you're listening, give say yes or no. I think he gets to put the counters on his creature since the spell is not targeting a creature.
He says yes counters.
Yeah. So I agree.
Okay. So I am going to put him to. He gets 2 more +1/+1 counters. Actually, I should probably. Boy, I did this out of order. Can I do it in a different order?
You want to use Rat first? You want to use him?
No, I just want to attack you first.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to attack you first. So that's 5.
So I take how much?
So you take 5.
He's a 5/5 now.
He is a 5/4 right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm at 11.
Or I'm sorry, he is a 5/3 right now.
Meaningless.
Yeah. And then second main, then we'll do this. So he goes up to there, and then that kills Stark and your Birds of Paradise.
Yep. You didn't want to use Stark. I can't believe you didn't want to get into chaos. It's so important for you to win.
This is all about seeing does this deck work or not,
I mean, of course it works. I've done 0 damage to you, and I'm at 11.
Yeah. All right. So now I'll take Nisa up to 12, and now I can do the land thing. So you retarget at random then?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna. How many lands do you have?
I got 3 right here, and then
no total lands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, those are numbers 1 through 9.
Okay.
On are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to roll a 20-sided die till we get a result.
Gotcha.
20, 19, come on now. 8. So what's land number 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This forest right here.
Okay, he's tapped.
Gotcha. Well, I screwed this up. So I untap him. He gains haste, but I've already gone through my combat phase. So.
Oh, it does say on the card untap it and it gains haste?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was a waste of everyone's time. Pass turn.
I mean, seriously, I will give you more competition next round.
Yeah, like I said, new card, new deck, new cards, new archetype that I haven't done before. I'm at least glad with one choice I made. I was like, I think this deck needs a little bit more card draw. So I put like a card draw in right before we started playing. And that was a good call because now I'm at 1 card in hand and have not filled up the graveyard here.
I'll play Wrenn and 6. And then I'll play Cultivate.
Okay.
1, 2. Shuffle. You're going to want to let me live for 1 more turn.
Okay.
I mean, you've got the control of this game, but just for fun of it, you're going to want to let me live for 1 more turn. So I think, yeah, let me live for one more turn. I'm going to hand, and then I'll play my land for the turn, which I haven't done. And then I'll pass. And actually, Grip of Chaos would have changed this target to any of the lands in my graveyard, but I only had one.
Gotcha.
Go ahead. And like I said, if you can kill me, you shouldn't, just for the sake of fun.
I actually don't think I can kill you this turn.
And honestly, if you're really trying to play test this against a competitive deck, I can scrap the second deck I brought that was just there for entertainment and go get something mildly competitive.
I mean, I retooled Kira, which I haven't played in a while, so that's my second one tonight.
And you just wanted to beat my ass.
No, I just wanted to have a little fireworks.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I should definitely switch up what my second deck is.
Well, this sucks. The purpose of this deck was to fill the graveyard with big creatures and cheat them out, and I don't have any big creatures in my hand or in the graveyard to cheat out.
Aren't you about to swing at me for 11?
I mean, I kind of can, yeah.
Okay, then do it. We'll start game 2. I've had fun in hand, but you came at me way too hard for my pace.
Gotcha. So Undergrowth Stadium comes into the battlefield tapped. Pulled that from a box. That was nice.
I didn't pull a single one of those.
Really? I pulled 2 and then I just bought 2 more.
No, I didn't. I haven't gotten it, and I'm about to start my second box. I haven't pulled a single one of them. Frustration.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay $8 a piece for them.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll take Nisa to 14, and then we'll do the land thing again before I attack. So you're gonna roll a dice for the land?
Oh, yeah. So how many have you got?
4, 8, 9. So I got 10 down.
So you've got 1 through 10. I've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the only thing that saves me is if I roll 11 or above. 5. Gotcha. You could come at Ren and 6 if you want to see the fun.
I do want to see the fun, so that's what I was going to do. All right, so 7 at your face, 3 at Ren and 6.
Right.
Actually, Mr. A, this one enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents, and I only have 1 opponent, so I'm just reading the text and going by the text.
Done?
Yep. Last turn.
Draw. I have no choice but to play the Wooded Foothills and crack it for a land. Go to 3. The shuffle matters, I guess.
You about to wheel us?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Let's just see what this does. This is why I told you to spare my life.
Oh, Warp World. Mr. A just called it, actually.
Yep. he knows this is my
called it right. He literally called it right beforehand.
Yeah, he knows this is my favorite card of all time.
Yeah.
Each shuffles all permanents into the library. Then, after the shuffle's done, reveal that many cards from the top of his or library. Each player puts all artifact, creature, land cards revealed this way into play, then puts all enchantment cards this way into play, and then puts everything else on the bottom.
Sure, that was fun.
I have 1. It's going here.
So I guess so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9.
So I guess Nisa goes back to the command zone now.
Yeah, I mean, technically it counts towards your account, though.
Yeah. Graveyard doesn't get shuffled, though, does it?
What?
Graveyard does not.
No, leave your graveyard alone. And that was my favorite card. If I had to ask him like, what are my top 3? I guarantee you he'd at least get 2 of them right.
I mean, Dubscape's in there, right?
Come on, of course it is.
So see, there we go. I guessed one.
You got one of them, yeah.
I'm playing with you enough to know I was in there enough to know one card that I know you love.
Yep, Dubscape just got put into a deck. So I had 9, but I will wait for you to be courteous.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So then
okay, so sorceries and instants get chucked.
they go into the graveyard?
Yeah, they go to the yard.
So we got a Territorial Scythe Cat. It's a 2/1 with trample and landfall that I get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ooh, this is a fun one. Undergrowth Champion. It's a 2/2 with landfall where I put a +1/+1 counter on it, but I can like prevent damage by removing +1/+1 counters. So a land comes in, so I guess that triggers.
No, it doesn't trigger.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Yeah, because this, I don't think it does. Hold on. That's a good question. I mean, this is, we're doing research here. This will be the shortest video of all time, but let's see if Warp World triggers landfall.
I mean, I'm still going to kick your butt next turn, but you know, it'd just be nice to know how badly I'm going to.
Well, we're learning here.
Yeah. Just the next time you do this.
Okay, so all of these cards enter the battlefield at the same time.
Oh, okay. So no.
Landfall does not trigger.
Yep. All right. So we got a Dryad of the Elysian Groves, which, you know.
That's in my deck.
Say what?
That's in my deck. I know what that is.
Yeah. So, you know.
Creatures I have.
We got a Retreat to Hagara, again, landfall. We got another forest. We got the Overgrown Tomb. Oh, here's a good one. Sheodred. There we go. Thank you for that one, by the way. Garruk's Uprising. That's a fun one.
And there's, I don't know what that does.
Okay. When it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures you control have trample. And whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, I draw a card.
See, that's all your stuff you're wishing for.
Exactly. And then we've got a Skull Prophet. So he's a mana dork that also lets me mill into my graveyard.
Yay.
And then I guess because this is a modal card, I could switch this.
And it becomes a land, yes.
Boom.
Doesn't it come into play tapped?
Yeah, I guess all these come into play tapped then.
Well, they don't come into play. They just exist now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See what we got. Mog Assassin.
That's a good. Oh, I don't know that one. Flip a coin. I love it already.
Well, it's my Chaos Oathbreaker deck. If you win the flip, destroy target creature an opponent controls. Otherwise, destroy target creature an opponent's choice.
Oh, that's nice.
Harrow goes to the graveyard. Forgotten Cave. Wild Evocation. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player reveals a card at random from his or her hand. If it's a land card, it puts it in the battlefield. Otherwise, the player casts it without paying its mana cost. Mountain. Commander Sphere. Talisman of Impulse. Rampant Growth goes to graveyard, and a mountain. Okay, so Warp World's in the graveyard. So I got 1, 2. I got 4 mana. Huh. Can I do it?
That was fun. I really did enjoy that.
No, always let Warp World happen. Never, ever not do Warp World.
So I got to know, what's the third card? So you said Warp World, and I picked Dubscape, and I was correct. What's number 3?
I don't know if I should say.
Yeah. See if Mr. A
off the top of my head. Off the top of my head.
Mr. A guesses Narset.
No. Narset's not even my favorite commander, but I mean, good guess. But Yeah, that's game.
Oh, you didn't want to see what I was going to do next turn?
You were going to kill me.
Well, yeah, but I was also going to gaze at granite too. So, well,
What's Gaze of Granite? Oh, yeah, I know what that
that
is.
was what I was going to be forced to cast, but it would have fizzled because would have been converted cost 0, and we had no. Yeah. All right.
My other favorite card might actually be in here. Well, I mean, there's a lot of my favorites in here. Teferi's Puzzle Box is up there.
I'm not going to lie, I've got a Teferi's Puzzle Box coming my way because I really enjoyed that card.
Oh, I would have sent you one. I would have sent you one.
Yeah, well, I bought a Visions one because I like the art on it.
Right.
Yeah. Number one. Number two, I was like, there's got to be a reason this is like a $5 card. So I did the whole like, I'm gonna read on this. And then when I read what you can do with it, I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's a very versatile card. There's this one's easily in my top 10.
That's a good one.
Storm. Whenever a player, this one broke Deuce's brain one night. Whenever a player casts a spell from his or hand, they exile it. Then it exiles cards to the top of their library until he exiles a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then he puts the exiled cards on the bottom of their library in a random order. I had that out with a card that also said, if you would cast a spell, exile it. Now choose a spell from exile and cast it randomly, or randomly choose a spell from exile and cast it.
Ooh.
So he basically was a table flip situation. Deuce, if you're watching this, we miss you.
We miss you, buddy.
That was one of my greatest nights of my life. So you want to stop the video and are we just going to make, it's just one video, right?
I was going to say, we might as well just make one video here.
Okay. Do you want something competitive?
I mean, I've got that, or I've got Kira, and all I did was just like bust out some new cards to like have more fun with Kira. Like I didn't make her like whenever you cast a creature with power 4 or greater, or I'm sorry, whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card.
Yeah. You know what? I don't
It's your
feel
fault.
like
You tell me. These are the only two I got prepared for tonight.
That's fine. No, I have a whole box of Oathbreaker decks. I rarely take them apart because they're not really, they don't suck up a lot of my EDH cards. Not really. So I'll just shuffle this. You'll probably win again. So congratulations.
All right. How about I'll just do Kira then?
You do whatever you want to do.
I mean, because it's at least a little slower.
Yeah, I'd like to see how that other one performs when you're taking on 2 players.
Yeah, no, I think that's going to need to happen.
So,
all right, Mr. A, oh no, he's just chiming in with Narset.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
I like Narset as a commander. I did not really care for Narset as just a card in your hand. So, yeah, as a commander, Narset was one of my favorites. It's like you've never seen me play Joria either, have you?
No, I've not.
Joyra is like one of those ones that you just can't stop it because she sends stuff. She exiles spells and they've got
the spend counter, right?
Yeah, they're suspended, so there's nothing you could do. They're going to happen no matter what. There's nothing to be done about it. Even if you kill Joyra, the spells are coming at you. And when you and then Joyra got really ugly because you put Eldrazi out there with suspend counters on him and watch everybody try to figure out how they can team up on you and kill you in 4 turns. Well, I'm playing. This deck was going to go away after tonight. Shark and the Mad and Descent of Dragons. I'm reading it to the home audience while you shuffle. So I'll read it to you too, Doc.
I remember this deck.
Remember Sharkin and Descent of Dragons?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that one. All right, for everybody at home, since it's been a minute since I played this one, Kira, Behemoth Beckoner, 7. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you draw a card and cultivate.
Cultivate. Getting a lot of love tonight.
Cultivate gets a lot of love in this format, I feel like. When we're ever playing green, we're like, what should be the signature spell? Well, a turn, whatever, Cultivate is always a good call.
I rolled a 10.
7. Got a 5.
All right, I will.
I probably am going to foolishly keep here.
Okay. I'm going to foolishly do the same. Okay. So rereading my card just so I don't go loopy here. Second. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, that helps. I'll play a Bloodstained Mire.
Oh, there you go.
And I'll burn it to go get. Hopefully, I was wise enough to put some revised duels in here, or at least a revised duel, because this deck needs help. No, of course not. I have marooned all my revised duels in my Slivers deck, and I never play the damn thing.
Hey, we're going to play it in a couple weeks, right?
What, tribal?
No, we're playing.
Oh, massively competitive.
Yeah, so we're doing as soon as Mr. A is back to fighting shape, we're doing Jank Tribal, and then we're doing the Commander Legends Partners,
Right.
and Mr. A yells "Hail Hydra" on
Hydra. Right. And we got to see if we can make a soundboard. I'll put that on me.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Spoiler alert for people at home: Mr. A is doing Hydras.
Yeah. He's allowing us to sufficiently prepare for green creatures.
Yeah.
Before they destroy us.
Well, I said that I'm doing mono white angels, so that
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not going to play Halo Hunter or whatever the hell that demon's name was.
You can, if you want to play Halo Hunter, you can play Halo Hunter.
No, while we were walking, my much better half suggested a deck to me, and I said, "Well, I've never built anything like that," and so I did.
Oh, is that my go?
Yeah, go ahead. She doesn't know how to play Magic, but she kind of gets the idea of it, and she knows, she kind of knows when I said tribal, she knows what that meant.
Yeah.
She originally suggested squirrels, and I'm just like, most of the squirrels cards are silver bordered, and I don't think I could do that.
All right, Misty Rain.
All right. Yep.
Crack it. I'm gonna go get a breeding pool that's gonna hit the battlefield tapped. Pass turn to you.
Yep. Draw.
Breeding field pool tapped. I remember, like, what was that, like 6 or 7 months ago, when you're like, Doc, you're getting expensive to play against, and now I'm like, damn it, I am getting expensive to play.
Yes. Yeah. It's okay. The day you put an abyss out on the table, I will consider you worthy of being committed.
I do not know if I will ever have that level.
Swiftfoot Boots. Pass.
Draw.
The quest to not have glare on my cards.
Always a tough quest. Always a tough quest.
A little better.
All right, so I want to point out again, I was like, all right, I'm going to totally use all of these lovely full art lands from Zendikar Rising. So because Kira is also from Zendikar, we're on theme here.
Oh God.
I know. Because I have to stick with the theme. All right, so green blue. I'm going to play a Growth Spiral. So I get to draw a card, and then I get to put a land from my hand onto the battlefield. I'm going to put a Myriad Landscape onto the battlefield. And pass turn.
Tap, draw for the fans at home. Okay. A mountain. And then, as Doc would say, I have to pontificate on life choices.
So pontificate means to deliver a large preachy speech.
Yeah, I was going to talk for a little while, but you interrupted me.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what shit means. Come on. I'm a computer programmer.
I know. That's why I'm helping you with your diction.
Although I am working on a book. So I'm about 100.
What I helped you with when you were asking about somebody getting a slash to the neck and bleeding?
I actually scrapped that story. I did a treatment for it, and it was really bad.
Oh, gotcha.
I appreciate that. That was like 2 years ago. I appreciate the help on that, but yeah, I ran it by. So I have a friend whose husband is a Pulitzer Prize nominated author.
Nice.
she has adopted a dog from us. That's how I met her. And she, until they divorced last year, she would proof my stories for me.
Oh, that was nice.
So I usually just write nonfiction about hiking and about dogs. But when I started to get into doing fiction, she would proof it. What do we do? No creatures in play. Left feet, right feet, bark, repeat. Ha ha ha. Gosh, what is turn 3, man?
I'm having my what am I doing on turn 3 discussion in my head while you're having your discussion as well.
We're gonna play Harold's Horn.
Well, that's a good one.
Yep. So choose a creature type. Dragons. They cost 1 less to cast. And at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. Pass.
All right.
Yeah, no, the current book is a collection of hiking tales
Oh, that's cool.
from my first 3 years of backpacking.
All right. This actually does change what I'm going to do. So that was good.
Come on, talk it to me.
All right. Forest. Now, will that change what I do? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, because your board state right now is not huge, so I can't do this.
No, I'm not doing much.
Lanny Elves.
Yay! He's ramping to Jesus and back.
Yep. Gonna do it again. I'm gonna pay 2 and crack Myriad Landscape to go get some islands. I'm gonna go put 2 islands on the battlefield and pass.
Okay. I'm looking at the top card of my. It is not a dragon, so that's what I draw. I'll play a Graven Cairns, so Filterland. I don't like this light being behind me. Sorry if there's a glare on my lands. This is the way it's going to be. Now it's on my head. Ow! Hit my face.
Sorry.
It's a great lamp. I mean, I use it to light my pack openings and everything, but okay. Play 4 for Quicksilver Amulet.
Ooh. Okay.
So 4, tap it, creature card from hand onto battlefield.
Right on.
Pass.
All right, so I got 6 here. So I think this is the order that I do it. All right. Blue, Cloudfin Raptor. It's a 0/1 bird mutant with flying and evolve.
Bird mutant.
Bird mutant.
Koala fish bird.
Green and a blue. A Crotch Wrangler. It's a 2/1 trampler. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Crotch Wrangler.
Crotch Wrangler.
Crotch Wrangler. Green, blue. Kira comes in with 7. Do I have anything more I can do? No, I do not have anything more I can do. There we are.
What's Kira's minus ability?
Untap target permanent.
Oh,
Which
cool.
can be helpful, but not this turn.
Done.
Done.
I will look at the top card in our library. It's a dragon. I will take that.
Ooh, okay. That's coming at me.
You need to read it. Well, I'll read it when I play it, and then I will draw for the turn.
That's why I was like, I need to be able to protect myself.
Yeah. You got 1 flyer, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cast it. So it's flying. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, then Thunderback region deals 3 damage to that player. And if it hits the battlefield and lives, I will swing at you for 4/4 in the air.
4 in the air. All right, I will take it.
Oh, he takes it. Oh, he's got big plans for me next turn, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, pass.
All right, untap. Oh, I got some plans.
Oh, I got the.
You said
He's
it's a
gonna
4.
win the night. He's gonna win the night because he wants to become the new spike on the block.
Ooh, that's spicy. That's not this turn. You said it's a 4/4?
4/4.
4/4. All right, that does change what I'm going to do this turn, or what you did changes what I'm doing this turn, but not terribly much.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, this deck is getting torn apart. It's never won.
Blue, green.
4 times now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Take her down to 6 to untap the Lanny Elves to put another in there. So that is now blue, green, and 5. We are going to cast a Simic Sky Swallower, Flying Trample Shroud. Field, and there are triggers all over the place. So Crotch Wrangler gets a +1/+1 counter. Cloudfin Raptor gets a +1/+1 counter. Kyra triggers not draw a card. I will play my land for the turn, crack it, go get a forest. Yep, I need to go get a forest. There we go. Shuffle on camera for the fans, pass turn. Yeah, I broke down my Sarkhan deck because it has number 1, never 1, and Mr. A did a much better Sarkhan Dragon deck than me. So I was just like, well,
yeah.
Why am I playing this?
I'm revealing a dragon.
Oh, I do not know that one.
Oh,
that is a very red card.
Right. So draw a card, and then you lose them, and I will draw for turn.
So Mr. A says Child 1 was playing Child 2 in Settlers of Catan. She let him hang around so he could learn to play. Then in her words, I had to be a spike and destroy him, unquote. Nicely done. Nicely done, child.
Huh.
I don't know if he has a scream pillow. Well, if he does, you might want to consider.
I don't know if he has a scream pillow. I remember that. Dictate of Erebos.
Okay.
Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature.
I'm well aware of Dictate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in a bit of a pickle here, even though I'm drawing cards. Go ahead, pass.
Yeah, to which Mr. A points out that it has flash, and you should have actually held that. I agree, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Nah, I mean, come on. Why'd we invite him again?
Because it was initially his table, and he kicked our ass and taught me how to play. So there you go. Draw for turn. All right, that changes what we do here. Forest.
I'm not one to hold back a lot of land, or to try to be cute and flash in something that really does me not a whole lot of good to flash it in.
2, 1,
Because I have 3 friends.
2. Yeah. All right. I am going to cast, and I want everybody to marvel at the artwork here. I am casting a Thassa, God of the Sea, with the new Theros Stargaze.
Indestructible. As long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, passes a creature. You have to keep scry. Target control can't be winning tonight.
So she hits the battlefield. Triggers happen. So these two guys get +1/+1.
Oh, she's a creature?
1, 2, 3, 4. She is not a creature right now.
Yeah. So then you don't get that. Then the creature didn't hit the battlefield.
Oh, crap. You're right. Whoops. Well, I'll put that back on top. I will take that away.
I mean, I'm not going to win, but I might as well.
I mean, no, you're right on that. You're right.
This guy.
All right. So I'm going to play blue. 1, 2, 3. Take Kira down to 5. Untap the Lanny Elves, tap the Lanny Elves. So that's 2 blue and 4. And now I'm going to make you scoop by playing River's Rebuke. Return all non-land permanents target player controls to their owner's hand.
Have you got lethal on the board?
I don't have lethal on the board this turn, but I do next turn.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, that's it. I'm done.
I was going to say, because that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this turn. And then I have enough to make Kira a creature next turn. So
I had dragons in my hand. I had planeswalkers in my hand, but this deck just is not working.
yeah.
So what time is it? I could do one more if you let me go get another deck.
Yeah, sure.
And a drink from having my ass heartily kicked. I'll see what I got to give you some competition. I'll be back in a minute.
Sounds good. I'll shuffle up the Nisa one.
All right. You're gonna be scratching the sword.
Ooh, Mr. A has commentary. Commentary is oh, right. Yeah, I think we all just have 3 friends right now too. Not gonna lie, was worried about you today. Glad you're doing okay. Fair point.
Come on. All right. Sorry to the 4 fans watching this. I need to go get a new deck. The only thing I have that's slightly competitive is my COVID deck.
All right, let's do it.
And I'm trying to find the signature spell. I will never take apart my COVID deck until I am vaccinated to this bullshit.
Yeah, for real. Also, it's also your best Oathbreaker deck. Like, I don't think it's lost yet.
Well, I mean, tonight's a new night.
I don't know. When you said it's my COVID deck, I was like, oh boy, this is going to stress the system here. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like that Sharkin deck. I didn't net deck it, but I went out to EDH Rec and used that to find the dragons to go in it. My most successful decks are the ones where I don't succumb to using the internet. I just, try to spitball it.
Yeah, I don't ever use EDH Rec to like look up things to put into a deck.
Well, here's the deal, and I've explained this to Mr. Pink before. Like you've got 54 cards in a 63 card deck, and you just can't think of what the hell to play anymore.
See,
That's a good place to use EDH Rec.
I am never in that situation. I am always like 70, 75 cards, and I'm having to peel it down.
Oh, spoiled. Mr. Pink has a spreadsheet, and half the time I'm going and I'm using. Yeah, he just put spreadsheet. Yeah, I know. Half the time I'm using that. Then for like the deck that was suggested to me on a walk when I talked about tribal, I turned around, I was like, wow, I've never played that. Yes, you can do that in MTG. That's a great idea. Like I said, she doesn't know how to play the game, but she kind of knows the mechanics. All right, I think this was pretty well shuffled before, but that's for the internets. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to foolishly keep, but this is not awesome.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. You cannot keep in the COVID deck unless you have something somewhat playable. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, also not fantastic, but go ahead. Are we rolling?
I mean, yeah, I haven't stopped recording, so.
Yeah, no, that's cool. 6.
Yeah,
So
17.
here you go, fans at home. Damn, let me bring my screen up. I always have a trouble like. There we go. COVID deck.
Oh yeah.
Garrett Cabell first. Do you need me to read it?
No, you're good.
Okay, and then Vines of Vestwood.
At this point in time, if anybody is still watching, we'll just go look it up.
Just go look it up.
Just go.
Dude, I watched that the video on, I think it was November 9th when Mr. Pink wheeled us 9 times. I know I've mentioned it 3 times this video. I've watched it twice, dude. It is comforting. Because it's the best thing he's ever done.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. All right, okay. Play a forest, pass.
Draw, play a forest, pass.
Oh.
I mean, it's hard to have turn 1 anything with no saw rings in this thing. Exploration's a fantastic choice for you, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. Literally, my entire hand right now, like the lowest CMC is 4.
Awesome.
And the highest CMC right now is 7. I've got 2 7s in my hand. Woodland Cemetery comes in untapped, so I got a forest, but I have nothing else to do. Pass.
Draw. Yeah, I got to do it. I'm sorry. Inkmoth Nexus.
Oh, okay.
Makes a infect artifact flyer.
Yeah, you're gonna kill me fast.
Rampant growth.
Oh, okay.
Basic library, battlefield tap, shuffle library. Done.
Oh, this is like going from bad to worse here.
Oh, I got Garrick turned the wrong way. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Garrick Relentless. And I need 4 to pull him in and have my win condition go off. Uh-oh. Sloppiest shuffler on the interwebs.
Mm-hmm. All right. I am not seeing how I win this game at all. I should have mulliganed this hand.
Let's see how fast we can play.
Yeah, we might shuffle up and do another one. I played a terrain generator, but I got nothing I can play still. Pass.
Wait, what? Train generator? What is that?
Train generator. Tap a data colorless, 2 in a tap, put a basic land from your hand into play tapped.
Oh, that's an oldie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're playing a landfall deck and you got to drop 2 lands a turn, there you go.
Hell yeah. Play a snow-covered swamp. I will tap those for a talisman of resilience. So pain land, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I can either have 3 mana. Yeah, let me tap that instead. Uh, the wiser play here is to play
Oh, okay.
Direction Crusader, 2/2 infect. First strike, pro, red and white. That doesn't really matter. Pass.
All right. I can finally do something. Green. Green. 1. Undergrowth Champion. 2/2 Elemental. If damage would be dealt to Undergrowth Champion while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove a +1/+1 counter. Landfall. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Fast turn. And I'm missing a land drop in a landfall deck. That hurts.
Put your dice out. It's table house rules. You don't get a choice. Draw. I'll play a snow-covered forest. And he has a blocker, but I got first strike. Is he going to use the blocker to prevent? And what am I doing with the rest of this? What are you doing with your life, buddy? Yeah, so I'm gonna make Inkmoth Nexus a creature to 1/1 flyer. And then I'm gonna come in with 2/2 first striker.
Gotcha. Ooh, so I'm going to take 3 poison counters this turn?
Yeah, if you don't block.
Yeah.
3 damage, and then get you a poison counter.
Let's see. Do I have a dice to make a poison counter with?
It needs to be red or green, translucent green. And I'll mail you a poison counter next time I send you some lovely cards.
I'm sure I've got a poison counter somewhere. I should probably put it in like my deck keeper, with like treasure and monarch.
Oh, yeah, I've done so.
Yeah. All right. So there we are. There's a poison counter right there.
Okay. Second main. 2 to get 3. Yeah. So we'll do 2 to get Golgari Signet. And then, did I do that wrong? I didn't. Or did I? Yeah, let me take that back. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I need to do this. Whispering Spectre. So flying infect 1/1.
Ooh, and then you damage me, and then I got to discard a card?
Oh, yeah. No, you discard a card for every poison counter you have.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Pass.
I'm dead. I do not see this turning around. Yeah, I'm going to miss 2 land drops here. This is awful. I should have mulliganed this hand. Should have mulliganed that hand. Scoot Swarm.
All right.
Just because I'm putting up a token resistance right now, but I'm pretty sure you can probably do 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can do some serious poison to me, damage to me next turn, and make me discard my hand.
I can do. You will discard your hand, and you will take. You'll take 5 poison counters, 6, 7 if you don't block.
Yeah, you've got me. Because I'm not going to block, and there's nothing in my hand here that's going to save me because I'm missing land drops, and everything has a CMC of 5.
All right.
That was fast.
You want to try it again?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just reshuffle this, and we'll just do this again.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I wanted to test you. You wanted to test your deck, so
Yep.
I went and got the COVID deck.
You got the deck that tests it.
At least one-on-one. It's a lot harder to poison two people. And one thing that I haven't attempted since probably when we started this was milling two people, and I gave up on that early, and I just decided to make yourself and throw a bunch of walls out there and not give a damn what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I think as far as this format, that the don't have to read anybody else's cards is the most COVID-y of COVID decks. I just sit over here on my own, in my own little corner, and cast spells until you both realize that I've decked myself. People deck themselves all the time in COVID, I guess.
I guess so.
All right. All right.
All right. This is much better.
Shuffled up. All right, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7. I drew 7 cards, and I rolled a 7.
Cool.
Let's see what we're keeping. Oh, come on. Show me some lands in these. Show me some lands. No lands.
Wow, mulliganing.
Yeah, but I want you to see what's in my hand.
Ouch.
And Thread Dino, Kadama's Reach, Meekstone. I mean, if that's was meant for any deck, it was the deck where I'm going to play Blink, or what do you call it? Inkmoth Nexus. Not care about you untapping any creatures.
Yep.
And play a Meekstone. And you couldn't see it on camera, but I heavily damaged that Meekstone. It's from my revised full set. It's the only Meekstone I have, and I spilled something on it.
Oh no, that
only $4, but it's one of my. It was one of my Puka,
Yeah.
revised Puka cards. So I'm only drawing 6, right?
Yeah.
And then, and what do I do? How do I mulligan?
No, you draw 7. Sorry, you draw 7.
And then I put 1 on bottom.
Yep.
Oh God. Okay. Who gets to go away? You go away? Yeah, I guess you go away. Okay. Let's have a fair fight.
All right. My go?
Yeah, you won the draw, I think.
Yep. All right. Forest, tap. There's a new one for you. Chain Web Arachneer. 1/2 spider with reach. When it enters the battlefield, if it deals damage equal to its power to target creature with flying and opponent controls, well, there's not one, and it's got escape on it.
What's escape?
Escape. 3 green,
okay.
exile 4 of the cards from your graveyard, and I get to cast it, and then it escapes with 3+1/+1 counters on it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, dude, I went heavy into graveyard here.
Yeah. Draw. I'll play a Verdant Cat, and I'll go get a land, and that's my turn.
Cool. Draw. There we go. There's the land I wasn't pulling last turn. Let's see, I'm going to play this now just because it's cool. Crawling Barrens. It's a land. Tap to add colorless. Or I can pay 4, put 2+1/+1 counters on Crawling Barrens, and then have it become an 0/0 elemental creature until end of turn, and it's still a land.
Something about me refuses to play lands that could become a target. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've never liked man lands.
Generally speaking, I don't, but when your commander already turns it into a 3/3 and then you've already been putting counters on it, like that just seems like a good thing to include in this.
Oh, for sure.
1 coming at you right now since you're open.
Oh wait, I'm at 23. Okay.
Pass turn.
Draws. Play a Snow-covered swamp. Play Flengermite. Flengermite. It's a 1/1 with infect.
And
And
life.
Pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. Rad. All right. Play a swamp. Black. 1, 2. Retreat to Hagra. Landfall. When it enters the battlefield, I can either give a creature +1/+0 and death touch. Stupid. Or each opponent loses 1 life and gain 1 life. Smart.
Smart.
You got it. Since you've got an infect creature out, I am gonna pass turn. Oh, boy, I'm getting bad glare tonight too.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I'll play a forest. Whisper Silk Cloak. Unblockable trap. Pass.
All right. Draw. Oh, hey, there he is. That'll be fun in a minute. Okay. So I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs. Landfall triggers, you lose a life, I gain a life.
Certainly.
Crack it to lose a life now. To go get a, I think we're going to go get a Shock Lamb. Yep, there we go. Take the shock, go down to 23, but the landfall triggers again, so you lose another one. I go up.
21.
Think about life choices for a hot second. Decide I still have to go with the original plan. Green, black, 1, 2. Cast Nisa.
Yep. Chop.
Yep. So infect, it if it's a creature, it gets a -1/-1 counter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just reminding myself because it's been a minute.
Yeah, I get you.
All right, so she's got 4. Take her to 5. I'm going to target the Crawling Barrens. It's now a 3/3 elemental land with menace and haste. Coming at you.
Yeah, man. I'm at 18. Is he going to take down the COVID deck
We'll see. We'll see.
first? That it?
That's it.
Oh. And I will miss a land drop. That is the only way this deck is going to choke. I will cloak up the Flenger Smite. I can't do anything. My hands are totally tied. Man, yeah, okay. COVID deck chokes at 3 mana.
Well,
I'll give you a poison counter.
okay.
Done.
Okay. Draw for turn. And I think about my life here because I know this deck, your deck can go off even if you're saying it's choking. So.
Oh no, I mean I'm not going to lie to you. I don't need to play games with COVID deck.
Playing the.
No,
Sorry, thinking through this.
no, that's fine. No mind games involved in COVID deck.
How much life you got?
18. You're gonna do me in one turn?
No.
I'm land stalled.
Yeah.
Just give me time to warp world.
That was fun. I'll give you that.
I mean, you never want to counterspell warp world.
No, why would you not? It's just so much fun.
Not when you could potentially be dropping like I
All right, so
don't
land
know.
play. Retreat to Hagar triggers. I go up one, you lose one. Nisa gets a loyalty counter. I think this is what I do this turn, just anticipating that you're going to do badness to me. I'm going to pay 2 green and 3. Orhan Frostfang, 2/6 Snow Snake. Attacking creatures you control have Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And now I decide, do I want to get real crazy right now?
Get crazy. I mean, it's 9:15.
Yeah. You
I
know
got an
what?
episode of Card Sharks I want to watch.
Yeah, let's get crazy. Let's do that. I'm going to, like, do you have, you might have, but you know what? Let's just do it. I'm going to take Nisa down to 1 to put a creature with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands onto the battlefield from my hand. That creature is going to be the Gitrog monster.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, love this guy, man. I have wanted this card for so long, and I just got him recently. Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice the Gitrog monster unless you sacrifice a land. I get to play an additional land on each of my turns. And when one or more lands are put into my graveyard, I draw a card.
I'm a little shocked you haven't built an EDH deck around Gitrog.
Yeah, I feel like that one's been done, you know?
Yeah, it has, but you know, it's like one of those things that you want to keep doing
Yeah.
and try to do it better. I
Yeah.
lose a life.
You lose a life. Nisa goes up 1.
16. I'm stalled. Yeah. Kill me while I'm stalled, man.
That was my thing. So I'm going to come at you with my Chain Web Arachneer.
That it?
That is all I can do because I use Nisa to throw out the Gitrog.
Okay.
Orhan Frostfang triggers, so I draw a card. All right. Pass turn with puckered bum cheek.
Well, you shouldn't. Yeah. Okay. I got a Rogue's Passage. That's something. Rogue's Passage I cannot activate. What's your power and toughness on your snake?
Snake's a 2/6.
Yeah, I think I'm done, man. Let me read the back of Garrick. And the spiders are 1/2.
Spiders are 1/2.
Yeah, the problem with Garrick is I can't protect him. Yeah, I'm not going to prolong my death. I'll play Corpse Car, 4/4 or 2/2 infect. And then when it enters the battlefield, you may return target creature card. Doesn't matter. Nothing's in my graveyard. Except the Verdant Catacombs. I'll pass.
All right.
Come at me. I don't know how. I mean, you're going to beat me. But did I beat myself?
All right. So upkeep, Gitrog monster triggers. I sacrifice a forest. I draw a card off Gitrog monster. I'm going to play a forest. Nisa goes to 3. Retreat to Hagara triggers. You lose a life. I gain a life.
14.
I'm going to play.
I mean, for what it's worth, you could put your life at 150 and it,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it ain't the thing I'm doing.
I'm going to do something so ridiculously crazy this turn. It is not even funny. Green 1/2. I'm going to cast Regrowth to put a Verdant Catacombs from my graveyard into my hand. I am going to play it as the second land I get to cast off the Gitrog monster. So triggers again.
13. Go get your land. Bring me to 12.
Yeah, so 7. Crack it. Go to 6.
I'll just preemptively go to 12.
Yeah. I'm just going to put a swamp out there. So that was a land. So there's a couple triggers now. A land went to my graveyard. So Gitrog monster triggers. I draw a card. Nisa triggers. I think I already take her up? So I had her 1 last turn. I had her 2 last turn. 3, 4. Yeah, so she goes to 5. All right.
Is Mr. Pink still with us, or did he succumb to drugs?
Let's see.
Oh, he's here. And he gets type-ish.
It says here-ish, yep. All right.
This is nothing. This isn't a jab at him, but 3 beers is kicking his ass. I can't imagine what a Percocet's doing to him.
Yeah, for real. All right, so took Nisa up to 6 to make Crawling Barrens a 3/3. So I'm going to come at you with Orhan Frostfang, the Gitrog monster, and a 3/3 menace. Crawling Barrens. Everybody that's attacking has Death Touch.
So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep. Oh, hold on, actually, because when I did that, Gitrog monster got 2+1/+1 counters. I forgot about that. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What was that? I'm just curious. I know I've lost, but I want to know how the counter's going to Gitrog.
Gotcha. You may, for her -5, you may put a creature card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand or graveyard with 2+1/+1 counters on it.
So I got to block Gitrog if I want to live.
You got to block Gitrog if you want to live.
I'll block with my 1/1 Infector. So take one of those counters off of it. It dies.
Gotcha.
Now I'll take 5.
Yep, and I draw 2 cards.
I mean, me taking another turn is trying to solve the Kobayashi Maru over here, but
yeah. All right. Second main, I'm going to cast a Territorial Sidecat. It's a 2/1 with Trample, and Landfall puts a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah, you got this one, Doc.
I think so. Pass turn.
I think I kept a cruddy hand, and I paid for it.
Well, I kept a cruddy hand last game. It really
Yeah.
that.
I mean, obviously, I won in 11 minutes, whatever. I'll play a swamp.
Literally everything in my hand was like CMC 5 or greater, except for like a removal spell, which was 4.
Yeah, you put no resistance up, but I believe I still was going to win that game. I just drew the perfect hand. You can't have Inkmoth Nexus in your hand and not expect to win. I'm just looking. Do I have anything? Because with the right combination of data, this deck could win on a single turn. No, I need to take out both your creatures. I'm just analyzing here. I can do that. You got one poison counter.
Correct.
And I'm at 7. I have a feeling that you can get to 7 pretty easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Landfall 6, 7. Get Rog's power toughness
is 7/7 right now.
Well, I'm not going to make it easy on you.
Please don't.
I'm going to cast Skitherix.
Okay.
4/4 flyer. Infect. Pass. Sock it to me.
All right. Let's see if I can pull this off then.
Beat the COVID deck in single combat.
Yeah. All right. Upkeep. Get Rog monster triggers. I will sack a swamp, draw a card.
How many cards you got? 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in hand right now. Draw for turn.
If you can't do this, shame on you.
Yeah. Oh, that is such a bummer.
Should I crank you up like I would Mr. Pink?
No,
bummer because you can't win more?
No, I could actually like kill Slitherix this turn if I had a 1 creature in my graveyard right now.
You're breaking my heart.
I know. All right, so we'll do the easy part of this. Evo Wilds. Lose a life. Crack it. Go get a swamp.
6. Come on. Come at me, bro. Just FYI, if you don't kill Skitherix, if you don't take, I'm sorry, if you don't take me out, I got you next turn.
I'm sure you probably do.
I do, 100%.
All right. So Nisa went to 7. Now Nisa.
I know that's a bold statement to make with only 1 poison counter on the table, but
yeah,
I do have you next turn.
All right. Lose another life. Get Rug Monster trigger on the stack. Draw a card. Oh, okay. Let's try that. Yeah, since I got to get, since I have to like get damage through here. All right, I'm going to play a Blighted Woodlands. Nisa goes up to 9.
I'm at 4. If you can't do this, shame on you. And I'm going to show you the card that beats you next turn.
No, because I think I got it. So sack Blighted Woodlands to go get 2 basic land cards. So I'm going to kill you with Landfall here.
Are they go onto the battlefield?
Yep.
Oh, please kill me with Landfall.
If I have any basic lands left. Oh, that sucks.
No basics?
So all I got is 1 force. Let me just double check real quick, but I think I burnt through all my basic lands again.
I'm at 3.
Boy, that's twice I've burnt through all my basic lands.
You watching this, Mr. Pink? We're gonna have to tear this deck apart next time.
All right.
This is the new deck to fear. Well, not next time. When he comes back, we're doing tribal, right?
Yeah. So that is another landfall trigger. So I've had, how many landfall triggers have I had? 4 or 5.
I don't know.
I think.
Wait, where did the landfall trigger come from? I just took one.
Yeah.
For Evo.
I played Blighted Woodland, and then that put a forest onto the battlefield tap, not 2 forests, but I was hoping it would put 4 on there.
Yeah, no. To wait on Doc during his turn is futile.
Yeah. I also forgot, because there's been landfall triggers happening here on Territorial Sidecat, so I'm pretty sure I've played 4, because I played Evo Wilds, sacked it, played a Blighted Woodlands, sacked it. Each of those got 4, so it was 4.
Well, by my account, all you have to do is attack to win. You
Yep.
should not bother doing anything else.
Yep, I think that's the case here too.
Turn them all sideways. Hope I don't have anything that's a 0 casting cost black or green spell that saves me.
So I'm going to pay a black and a green. I'm going to cast a Crawl Harpooner. It's a 3/2 with reach, and when it enters the battlefield, I can choose up to 1 target creature I don't control, and it gets +X/+0, where X is the number of creature cards, and then it fights that creature. So I'm just going to have it deal 3 damage to Slithrix, in case you decide to block there.
What do you mean in case I decide to block? You turn all 4 of your guys sideways and your land, I'm dead. Come on, don't overwin it.
Okay, well, I'm just making sure. Hey, man, if there's one thing I know, it's never take a win for granted at this table.
Yeah, and don't succumb to being taunted by me.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Slithrix kills him, right?
Skitherix kills who?
The Crawl Harpooner, because they fight.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, so that is a 3 with Menace. That is a 6/4 with Trample.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, cool. Cool. What were you going to do to me? Oh, there you go. Nice.
I'll consider the Infect deck defeated, but not dishonored.
No, that was the fact that you got a little mana screw there in the middle was.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to what creatures I had in my hand when I was, it's late, and my opening hand I had this for creatures.
Yeah.
And I had a dead, player versus player, 6 drops are not viable. They're just not. So, yeah, in fact, dead but not defeated, or defeated but not dead. What was my next card? Huh. Yeah, so, yeah, good games. Doc gets 3. I got a 15-minute win dopamine hit.
I was going to say, I think you got like a 5-minute win there, really. Because I was like, I think I'm dead already.
I would assume that was the fastest win on this channel.
That probably was. So we went 4 rounds there, split them 3 and 1. That I would say 2 of those were pretty competitive, though.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the Chaos deck and just retool it a little bit to make it the, because my CMC on a lot of those, Chaos spells is way too high. But anyway, if you're watching at home, thanks for enduring this with us. Hopefully, Mr. Pink will be back next time. I don't care if you like or subscribe, because when we get to 100 subscribers, I'm deleting the channel and opening up a new COVID channel.
Yeah, so at that point in time, that's going to be ridiculous. All right, y'all be safe. The goddamn COVID. There are 5,000 cases 3 out of the last 4 days in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
It's ridiculous.
Stay